This is them sleeping on at the end of night 3. So far so good. They're both eating well. They're growing. Their wing feathers and tail feathers are starting to develop. But long way to go yet. Okay, so this is the second day of recording. The wings and tail feathers are getting a bit longer. They seem to be coping pretty well. They're digesting and pooping well. They seem pretty active and pretty healthy. Their eyes are wide open now. They seem to be developing all right. Just have to cross our fingers and okay, day 3 of filming. You can see down the back, the middle of the back, the feathers have started to sprout, and the wing feathers are much better defined now. Their eyes are pretty much open all the time now. So he's going to sleep. This little fella's going to sleep as well. Anyway, their eyes are open most of the time. The feathers are starting to come through on their head, the middle of the back, and down towards the tail. Just sprouting there. And the wing feathers are actually starting to look like feathers now. They've just been fed. Their craws are full. They're ready to go back to sleep. Okay, so here we are. I've forgotten now whether it's day 3 or 4 of filming. I think it's day 4. But the feathers are getting more pronounced down the backs and now starting on the sides. And the wing feathers and tail feathers are looking more like feathers. And starting to get a few little sprouts of feathers on the top of the head. And the eyes are open. The eyes are open much more clearly now as well. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Now that we're awake, because it's about 12:30 in the morning, we're ready for a bit of a feed, I think, aren't we? You can see the iridescent or phosphorescent markers on the upper and lower outer sides of their beaks. Anyway, we'll have a little drink of water, I think. And that should do us for today. We'll go back to sleep after that. This is around midnight on Sunday. So, what is this, day 4 I think. You can see their eyes are now quite wide open. They've imprinted on me a fair while ago now. The feathers are starting to appear all over their body, down the back, along the sides, even on the head. There's just a few little bits of stubble starting to appear on the head and on their shoulders. The wings are much more clearly defined now, the tail feathers. Now they seem to be coming along pretty well. Still a long way to go, but so far so good. Okay, feeding the birds. Here we go. Can I have something to drink? Okay. Start off with a little drink. Come on. Start off with a little drink. A bit of water first. Okay. A few drops of water, just to wet the palate. Okay. Now a bit of the mash. There's the mash. Okay, here we go. about enough, I think. I think you've both relatively full cruise, just a little drop to wash it down. Just a little water to wash it down. That'll do. They're doing quite well now. Feathers down the back, pretty defined around the tops of the wings and the shoulder blades. Starting to get a few little signs of feathers coming through on the top of the skull. Okay, you can just see there, starting to come through on the top of the skull as well. So, developing very nicely. Tail feathers.